Are we recording? Good. My name is Clarence Tyler Moss, and I am here today to rewrite history. That's what I'm doing. I am rewriting history. I've already solved Metatron's cube. I've already created Chelsea Moss celestial alignments, hands.Because, keeper of time, which is a majestic grid of creation. And man will be studying that grid that I've created forever, throughout time. Right now, I'm here to share with the world that time itself, it can be changed. Time has an equation. Time is information. I know that's hard to believe. I know it's hard to grasp. I know it's hard to understand, but it's true. People want to go backwards in time. They want to go forwards in time. They want to change time. They want to manipulate time. But it doesn't have any type of fundamental equation that people can hold on to and grasp and run away with. It's not there. But now I'm here to introduce you and show you that time is information. Okay? And time has an equation, which means time can be manipulated. Alright? This is how I have created Chelsea Moss celestial alignments. Nancy K. Best, keeper of time. Me, myself. So now, let's go with the demonstration of showing the world and rewriting history. Tell as many people as you can, as many people to the whole world, that time has an equation, that time is information, and it can be manipulated, it can be used. Look what I created. Look what I have created. Now watch this. What you see here is a clock, a regular clock. 12 o'clock, see 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You see, it's a regular clock, right? There's a reason why I put the number 13 in my clock. But first, let me break it down to show you that time, this is a clock that we do our days, our years, our 4 seasons. We set our daily lives, all situated behind time. In time, you go old, young, whatever. Well, now let me introduce you to something totally different. All right? Time has an equation. And here we go. You have your left side of your clock, which is 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, and 7. And then you have your right side of your clock, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right? You have your top half of your clock, which is 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. And you have your bottom half of your clock, which is your 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4. Okay. Now, pay close attention. 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 9, 8, 7, 6. This is time going backwards. Okay? Everybody, time going backwards. From 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, all the way around, it's time going forward. Everyone, it's time going forward. Now, it takes 2 halves to make a whole. Basically, this is my equations. Here we go. 12 and 1 o'clock is what? 12 and 1 is 13. 11 and 2 is 13. 10 and 3 is 13. 9 and 4 is 13. 8 and 5 is 13. 7 and 6 is 13. 5 and 8 is 13. 4 and 9 is 13. 3 and 10 is 13. 2 and 11 is 13. 1 and 12 is 13. That's why I put 13. All right? Now, let's look at this. The 12, 7, 12, and 7. We're going to look at the left-hand side of the clock, which is here, people. Your left-hand side. See? Hold this. Oh, that's okay. Your left-hand side of the clock. Here we go. 12 and 7 is 19. 11 and 8 is 19. 10 and 9 is 19. Well, let's move over here to the right-hand side of the clock. 1 and 6 is 7. 2 and 5 is 7. 3 and 4 is 7. Well, let's go from left diagonal. 7 and 8 is 15. 6 and 9 is 15. 5 and 10 is 15. 4 and 11 is 15. 3 and 12 is 15. Well, let's look at it the other way. 5 and 4 is 9. 6 and 3 is 9. 7 and 2 is 9. 8 and 1 is 9. Nines. Okay. Now, let's do one even better. All right? We're going to do all odd numbers. Odd numbers. Sure, we do all odd numbers. Here we go. 12 and 1. 12 minus 1 is 11. We're doing takeaways, gentlemen. 12 minus 1 is 11. 11 minus 2 is 9. 10 minus 3 is 7. 9 minus 4 is 5. 8 minus 5 is 3. 7 minus 6 is 1. There you have it. You have all odd numbers there. 11, 9, 7, 5, and 3. As you can see, time is an equation. Time is information. And this is celestial alignments. Look at this. Say two numbers. Sure, we'll say two numbers. Say I'll say number 9. Well, you do the opposite of 9. The opposite of 9 is what? 3. Say I do, 8. The opposite of 8 is 2. So we got 9 and 8. The opposite of 9 is 3. The opposite of 8 is 2. 9 and 2 is 11. 8 and 3 is 11. Let's try something else. Two other numbers. Any two numbers. Let's say 9 and 7. Let's say 11 and 8. The opposite of 11 is 5. The opposite of 8 is 2. 11 and 2 is 13. 8 and 5, 13. Let's say two other numbers. Let's say 4 and 6. The opposite of 4 is 10. The opposite of 6 is 12. 12 and 4 is 16. 10 and 6 is 16. Let's try something else. Any two numbers you want. Let's try something else. 11 and 10. Fine. Opposite of 11 is 5. Opposite of 10 is 4. 11 and 4 is 15. 10 and 5 is 15. This is a clock, gentlemen. A clock that y'all look at every day to go to work. A clock that y'all look at every day to wake up. A clock that y'all run y'all lives by. Y'all run y'all months by, years by, seasons by, decades by. This is a clock y'all been looking at for the beginning of time. And I am showing you, Clarence Moss, is showing you that time is information and it can be altered. Pick two other numbers. Let's say 8 and 7. The opposite of 8 is 2. Opposite of 7 is 1. 8 and 1 is 9. 7 and 2 is 9. Pick two other numbers. Let's say 8 and 6. Opposite of 8 is 2. Opposite of 6 is 12. 12 and 2 is 14. 8 and 6, 14. Use your clock. Use your watch. See for yourself that time is information. And this is how I have created Chelsea Moss. Oh, I'm not done. Did I tell you this is a star chart as well? Oh, check this out. Say 3 numbers instead of 2 numbers and watch what it does. Say we say the number 10, 6, and 4. The opposite of 10 is 4. The opposite of 6 is 2. The opposite of 2 is 8. The opposite of 10 is 4. The opposite of 6 is 12. The opposite of 2 is 8. Will you put your dots? Put your dots by them. Once you put your dots on your clock, get you a ruler and then line them. And they make crystals, symbols, symbols, symbols. This is how I was able to create Chelsea Pearl Moss Celestial Alignments and Nancy K. Betts Keeper of Time.